Good morning. Good morning. What's happening, family? Welcome to the show. It is Michelle Bryant here at WNOV, 860 AM, 106.5 FM. You are listening to Say Something Real and Real Talk. We can go on, cue up, baby. It's cold outside. It's about to be cold outside for the next week. uh, we need to figure out at some point how cold is it for two kids to be going to school. I know, parents, calm down. I'm not trying to kick up no dust. Oh, they getting up out of here. Hey, I'm not trying to ruin your day, but I thought when because when I get up in the morning, I wake up to Alexa, and usually now I wake up before my alarm goes off, but um, Alexa gets into a routine when she wake you up. So, Alexa, stop. I forgot how it goes, but she says something like, here is your usual lineup for the day because all the things I tell her to do. Tell me what's the weather, play, CNN, play local news. Like I'll give her all these commands. So Alexa like gets out in front of you. Since I notice what you're gonna do because you do it every day, Alexa just run down your routine. I could have swore she said that 2 degrees was somewhere in the temperature for today. And I was like, no, ma'am. No, 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 no. You did not say 2 degrees. So I just want to say, as a reminder to parents, look, make sure these kids got what they need to be out here in this weather. Even if they getting on and off the school bus, make sure they have socks on their feet that cover their ankles, not footies. Make sure they got a decent jacket. It's people go and buy these little cheap jackets, and you looking at the quality of these jackets and like, man, that might look like a jacket, but that jacket is not keeping that baby warm. It is some straight up $14 garbage. Please, you know where you live. Be willing to spend some bread on great outerwear because that's what you do for yourself if you got it. You buy a quality coat so that you can stay warm out here navigating. Make sure that you buy a number of pairs of gloves and put them up because you know they're gonna lose them. You done lost them now. Buy a number of pair of gloves because you know they're gonna lose them. Make sure they got a hat on their head. That's how you keep the heat in. That's why I'm able to walk around here like I do half the time with no coat on. Because this hat right here, this hat right here is so luxuriously warm on my head. Man, I'm good to go skiing just like this. So please, please, please make sure that our young people, and this applies to these, I was looking at this baby, young boys in high school age yesterday. They out here walking around with nothing but a hoodie on. I'm like, boy, I know you cold. Like, I swear to God, it's at least twice. It was so cold the other day. I started to ask these two boys, like, do y'all need a ride? Because it's foolish out here. It's absolutely foolish out here. And then I happen to have a Nike, y'all know I'm the Nike queen on hoodies. I had a heavy Nike hoodie in my jacket that actually was a men's hoodie. And I told the dude, because the hoodie he had on was some nonsense. I said, hey, bro, get this hoodie. I said, get this hoodie because you can't be out here like this. Get this hoodie. And so even, encourage your older kids, put some on your behind out here. And I just don't know how bros is walking around with their pants sagging and ain't nothing but your thin underwear blocking the elements from your booty. I don't know how that works.
The elements from your booty.
I'm just saying.
Quality programming is
yes, it is quality programming. I am saving lives right now. Like, have y'all seen it though? It's cold
every day.
But Jesus outside. And they got on a hoodie, maybe a little short jacket, but they still busting the sag. And I'm like, so the only thing protecting your cheeks is that little thing.
Michelle.
What?
I seen a fool out here with the Crocs.
With the what?
Crocs.
The
little plastic Crocs. With the holes in them. Yeah, not no boots, not no full enclosed shoes. They still running around with Crocs on in this snow.
I know what Crocs is. So you said they got them on with like some socks and just out here in these streets?
Yes.
Stank.
Why you making that face?
Because I can't stand funky feet.
Well, I mean, but I think the bigger conversation is it protective enough gear for the elements?
No,
And it's not.
See, you doing something else, right?
Yeah.
We ain't talking about staying
Yeah,
feet.
yeah.
We're talking about
I know.
protecting your feet.
I know, but I'm
from
saying
the
that with the Crocs and
elements.
the socks and your feet getting wet, and
You talking about the after effect.
yeah, man.
And we're talking about the fact that you out in it.
Yeah, I mean, it all plays into, you know,
No, I don't.
why.
Into
It all
the
plays
debauchery.
into why. Yeah,
It all
into the
plays into
debauchery
the
of why.
Well, I'm just gonna say again, look, we know where we are. Invest, buy your again. I gotta go back to that coat thing, man. Buy your baby some good coats, cause y'all do. Some of y'all be having y'all kids on some BS out here. Y'all know damn well them coats ain't warm, but you throw a little sweater on with it and a hoodie, but you know them coats ain't warm. Like you can feel them, and no, this coat ain't warm. It's not warm, and I'll just be looking at a whole bunch of parents, and I'm like, oh, but I see your coat though. I see you got on a nice Columbia piece. I see you got on X, Y, Z, but your
North
baby out
Face.
here, huh?
North Face.
Yeah, but your baby out here with some garbage on, and you actually like acting like you done did a good job. No, ma'am. No, sir. Your baby got on some BS. They need real winter coats for Wisconsin. So that's my speech. Now let me get to the bros in the studio because we know Ralph Tresvant 1 and 2 will start whining and complaining. You didn't say good morning to me. So let me start with the biggest baby of them all. Hey, Debo, how you doing this
No,
morning?
that would have been Jermaine.
Oh no, it's you
I was
playing.
all prepared
It's
for
you.
you to go to
After
Jermaine
all
and
of that
said
you
the
did
biggest baby.
yesterday,
Yeah.
oh, it's you. It's you, fam. How you doing this morning?
I would be remiss, Michelle, if
Oh,
I didn't
We haven't had remiss in a while.
accept this opportunity
Accept
to,
the opportunity.
to speak before your
Oh
listeners. Certainly,
Can we
Treason.
It has been my pleasure.
Treason.
Treason. Really, this dude right here.
Treason.
But no, I
Mayonnaise.
cookies. I had a great evening on yesterday. Slept all evening.
I was gonna say, why did you have a great
Just
evening? It was
got a
it was
chance to get in
Tuesday.
and watch a
What
few
you do on
movies.
Tuesday?
So I got this box, Michelle. It's called the Super Box,
Oh, okay.
and it allows me to watch all the movies, the latest movies, all the pay channels, HBO, you name it. I got
So,
it all.
let me ask you a question.
So I just lay there and watch movies until I go to sleep.
Hey, I just want to ask you a
Super
question
box.
real quick, Debo.
Yes, sir.
How did you get that super box?
I bought it.
From who?
Well, we'll talk after. Just know that I got it, and you can
is
get
this
one
this thing
too.
like Superbox
Yeah.
S6 Max.
Yeah.
They sell them at Walmart for like $263.
Yep. That's
Or you can get it
exactly
from
where
Lil
you can
Pookie off of First and
You
No,
know what?
I-
I swear to God, I need to buy this and send it to my brother.
yeah.
My brother has never had cable.
Yeah, then you don't need it.
I watch
He will
all
not
the
buy-
NFL games, all the NBA games.
Yeah, then you don't
whatever
need-
You know
game
what?
wanna
I'm
watch,
sending
you
this
just
to my
pull that
brother.
up.
What do you got to have? Because I'm sending this to my
Internet.
Wi-Fi, you have the internet.
That's all.
He got
That's-
the internet in his house. I'm
Yeah,
sending this to
that's
my
all-
brother
that's
for
all you
Christmas.
And you
When I
get
tell you I'm
everything.
sick of this boy, you go visit his house, man. I gotta have my own.
Antenna and everything.
I gotta have my
Hangers.
own stuff.
Your hangers to put on the TV.
I mean, like, bruh is straight up Fred Flintstone. I'm like,
Wow.
fam. Like, my brother didn't have internet in his house before.
Wow.
I'm like, how's you living up in here with no internet and no cable? I think you do it because you don't want me to come. You don't want no house
You
guest.
don't
You know,
want no
but
company.
Michelle,
Yeah,
with
he
that-
said, I can do everything on my phone.
with-
I got internet on my phone. I don't need to have it in my house.
But with
What?
that being said, I always think that if there was a war, if you just kill the internet,
Oh,
you
yeah.
done damn near won the war.
Yeah, Doc, 'cause if they take out the internet, everything is connected.
Well, I mean, we've seen that.
Yeah,
You
then
know,
when they hit that grid.
Yeah, I mean, no, like we've literally seen. I know not that long ago, I was trying to do something at the bank and stuff was offline. You couldn't do X, Y,
Yep.
and Z. So yeah, we know we are way
Gas
too
stations,
dependent.
you can't use your card to
You
buy
can't,
gas.
you can't get money
I mean,
out the bank. You
It's
can't
crazy how much we depend on it. But yeah, that's what I did on yesterday evening.
So you
And
just binge.
Yeah, it's a good thing. And Sunday, like I just got tired of watching games. I was flicking from game to game, But yeah,
Did you sell out? Did you get tired? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a great investment.
Did you sell out? Did you get tired of watching game after game?
Yeah, I sold out.
Read a book
all day.
Turf Wars.
Read a book. I really
read a book.
Bad. I felt bad because they messed with my record this week. You know, they damaged my record. I was 6-0.
I know you ain't talking to me about no. You better not be talking to me about the NFL.
No, I was 6-0.
On what?
Of not missing church, and then they didn't have no service this Sunday, so that broke
actually,
my record.
No, actually, they didn't break your record because it'd be different if they had it and you didn't go.
Oh, so I can look at that differently.
Yeah,
because I was down in my spirits.
No. See, brethren, when situations
I had got
like
low
that,
in my spirits.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't go to online church.
No,
they didn't have nobody to run the cameras.
Okay.
He just making up.
No, seriously, they didn't have nobody to run the cameras.
I'm gonna just go.
How you gonna run it if they ain't there?
We didn't have cameras. We don't have cameras.
Well, get some cameras, man.
Church.
So you just made that up?
Yeah, I did.
I told you. I just told you that, Michelle. So, I'm not always.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I did.
Such
I did
a convincing liar. You just made that up. I'm looking like, okay, they didn't have cameras.
Yeah,
and you bought it too. That's crazy.
I'm disappointed in myself. I know better. I know better. Well, okay, Debo, your stuff is taking way too long.
I'm done. You know what? I feel like I added substance. You have now figured out what you're going to give your brother.
Well, you did.
Yeah,
I take it back.
I added substance.
I take it back. He
getting somebody else is saying, I need to check into that too.
Yeah, he getting that super box.
Yeah.
You know,
or even check with Pookie and Ray Ray on first.
I'm not. That's like
Taliban.
You know, when everybody had hot cable.
You had a long cord running from 21st and Atkinson.
I didn't know how I had it. I just had it.
You didn't care.
I was like, dude said, "Hey, you
hook
good?"
it up to the pole. Then go out, climb on the pole. You still. Oh yeah, I stole cable.
Not that I broke the law.
Oh, I stole cable.
I didn't break the law.
I did.
Somebody else broke the law.
Michelle, they came to my house one time. Said, if you hook it back up one more time. Just one more time, you going to jail.
Like it was rough though. People was really out here bad on the stolen cable.
I mean, though, you can hook it up to that pole, to that box. I mean, and it was a couple of times I stood out there and watched my guy climb up the thing. So I could learn how to do it. And he went up there and boy, we was watching ESPN.
That's always been your go-to.
For free. Yeah.
But I mean, the way they got TV set up now,
yeah,
by the time you pay for this, well, I'm just saying the thing, because people were trying to avoid paying that hefty cable bill.
Yeah.
Right.
Your cable bill could be up to $200.
Stupid.
$150. And now you pay $8.99 for subscription to Peacock, $7.99 for Netflix, so and so. By the time you get done mealing it,
it's the same
you
thing.
back at the same thing.
And
so this super box sound incredible.
Yeah, because all of the other things that with the subscriptions, like you might want to get it and then try to cancel it.
Yeah.
But then you'll forget you got it.
Right.
So that's what they banking on.
I get hit all the time. I'll be looking at stuff like, man, I ain't ordering them for $14.99.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I had to go through and in fact, I had 2 subscriptions to certain things, and I had to go in and clear it up.
Yeah.
But okay, well let me ask you, how you doing this morning, Mr. Ryder?
Well,
nobody cares.
You know,
why you do him like that,
Debo?
Nobody cares.
And he got his locks all swooped over the west side.
So you see my face, Debo. You know, I just want to tell you, Michelle.
You ain't got nothing.
Yeah, I
just
got
say good
morning.
morning.
No, good morning. Like that.
Just say
no, actually,
you have nothing. Jeff.
No, actually, I do.
It's taking too long.
No, I do.
I'm never.
That kangaroo that's on your hat.
Never.
It's waving at me.
Go get these minutes.
No, but seriously, seriously, I'm doing pretty good. Beautiful day. I thank God for being here.
Oh,
your hair looks wonderful under the hat. That black does something to you. I just tell you, black is beautiful. Debo.
Yes, sir.
You still big. I don't know why.
I'm big for no reason.
I don't know why.
Just big for no reason.
But other than that, I'm doing pretty good.
Completely.
Carry on.
Thank you. Clark is not here, is he?
Who you with? No, he ain't here.
Yeah, he ain't in there.
I think I heard her this morning. All right, well, let me move on. And for folks that's listening, so sorry I had to be drugged through all of that. But you know
to answer your question, Lady G wants to know, can you hook up more than one TV? No, it's one television. Now you can buy
adapter.
it's an HDMI splitter.
Yeah,
so
splitter,
you can split it two different ways and run it to two different televisions.
You had them damn
cords
cords
running all over the place. Just buy 2 boxes.
For $239, if it's a one-time investment, it's probably worth
it's a one-time
buy
investment.
a couple of boxes.
Yeah, just buy 2
buy
boxes.
one when you get your bread back up. Go get you another one. But yeah, I probably because ain't nobody running cords. Because I remember the running the cords. The splitter, I remember that.
I mean,
stepping over cords, putting
tripping.
carpets, the runners down, so you weren't stepping over cords because you're trying to stretch it.
We've came a long way.
All right, y'all. Well, yeah, the Superbox SX, running between $247 and.
Now though you can find them.
Target got it for $329.
Yeah. I know they out there at 7 Mile for like $250.
Man, do you know I have never in my life been to 7 Mile Fair?
Really?
Never. I have never driven my car onto their parking lot.
Me neither. I've always drove by.
I've never gone.
But I've never stopped.
It's interesting. I do typically go on a Sunday morning when I wasn't attending church,
So is that like a swap meet?
That's exactly what it is.
Oh, is it?
Meet. Yeah.
I just thought it was like low price goods.
No. It's a swap meet. They have outdoor rummage style swap meet type stuff, fruits, vegetables. On the indoors, you do have like legitimate businesses, cowboy boots. You can find some real slick. They have some stuff out there now. It's for you to go.
I have never. I'm gonna have to do that. I've never done 7 Mile Fair.
Yeah, I've been
to
one swap meet.
They look commercial. 7 Mile Fair.
7 Mile Fair.
Needs value.
7 Mile Fair.
I was like, no, that's not for me.
It's too.
But I'm gonna go. I'm not that way. I'm not snooty. I'll go to places. All right, we got a caller since we clearly are not talking about anything.
7 miles.
Probably fair. Angela.
Look, hey caller, what's happening?
No, it's not Angela.
Good. I'm glad I was wrong.
What's happening?
Wait, I used to say that to myself when Tyrone W would call. Watching Tyrone call.
Tyrone W speaking.
But no, I called about the Superbox.
Okay.
Michelle, the Superbox is the thing, okay?
Really?
I used to, I told people about it, and my daughter set mine up. I ordered it for them, they paid me, and then they paid my daughter a little bit to set it up for them. They came here, picked up the box, and took it to their house, set it up, put it up, connected it. And you don't have to get a splitter. If you choose to, you can put the box on one TV, take it off, put it on another. That's how simple it is.
You can do that.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so you don't need to buy no 2 boxes. You know I'm about saving money. Don't do that.
Wait. What kind of? If you want to watch it at the same time, like what if you want to watch 2 different?
Well, then you need more than one box.
Yeah, you need more than one.
Yeah, but if it's just you,
yeah. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's just you. So
but I got 3 TVs.
You have nobody.
Listen,
ain't nobody watching TV.
I might want to watch TV in my living room and then watch sports.
Take it with you.
Right. Nobody's coming over with the booty prints in the couch.
See, you know what?
No, that's an old one. You know.
I know it. But carry on, caller. I'm gonna take care of Devo when you hang up.
The Superbox is nice, and I have just the regular one. You get anything and everything.
Really?
When you pop up one show, it'll give you shows beneath it that are similar to it.
Okay.
Some of the stuff you talk about, Michelle, on your show, some of these movies, are on there.
Get out of here. How long have you had yours?
I've had mine now, I think, since January.
No, how have I slept on this whole little thing?
Yes. It's nice. It's nice.
So people would just Roku TV and only getting Roku. They not ordering no subscription.
And wait,
you can get you a Michelle, Superbox. Yes, ma'am.
Let me tell you this.
What?
All you need is the internet. And when I cut cable out, my bill went to $83. Now, I ended my promotion with that. So now my bill went to $113. But I'm cool with that for internet and my home phone because the Superbox is worth it. The amount of money you pay, you're going to save on your cable bill.
Oh, yeah. Y'all done made a believer out of me. And I mean, like we said, we don't have, oh, no, I'm lying. We do have hard cable. Well, yeah, we got internet stuff and then we got cable.
Y'all got boxes?
Well, you
Yeah,
gotta have internet.
the box.
I got rid of cable.
Do you have boxes,
I got rid of
Michelle?
cable.
Well, we got like that
got the Apple
modem
TV?
thing, and
No,
so
I
like we
mean,
could switch to we can watch stuff on the internet, or we could switch it over and watch all of the channels like you have on cable.
Yeah.
So I don't know what we got.
Well,
Streaming?
no,
on the
Super
TV,
Box.
or are you paying monthly rental of boxes? Because
probably
you can
streaming.
alleviate
Right.
those as well. That's
Yeah,
what
Right,
I
that's what I'm
did.
saying, Michelle.
Keisha pay for
You don't
that.
need
Yeah.
cable TV.
Yeah, so
Tell
it
tell
sounds like
Keisha to get rid of the cable TV.
Yeah,
Okay.
it sounds like she streaming.
Super Box got everything.
Look, yeah, okay, y'all done made a believer out of me, sure enough. I'm gonna get one because at that price you gotta get one.
So let me ask
So
you,
you can
Yes.
see how it works.
so what's the difference between Apple TV and a Super Box?
Apple TV is limited.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is.
No, it ain't.
You can't get everything on Apple TV.
Yes, you can.
Sports and all that.
Yep. Sports, entertainment, movies,
The fights.
fights. Yeah, all of that, man. I got
Wait,
Apple TV.
Debo. Wait, Debo.
Yes.
Hey, Jermaine,
Yes, ma'am.
have you ever seen the Super Box?
Have I ever seen the Super Box?
Have you? Yes.
No.
Okay, I guarantee you. Debo, tell him Super Box got more than Apple TV.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm almost certain
Yeah,
it
yeah,
does.
yeah,
I'm
because
not
like the
familiar
Super
with
got
Apple
like
TV, so I
2,000.
can't say definitively, but certainly I'm
I
in love with
guarantee
what
you
I
it
have.
does. Yes. Yes.
Man, the Apple TV got some of everything on it, man. I watch.
Okay.
You got
Well,
Well, you keep
channels.
your Apple TV,
you know-
Jermaine,
Huh?
and you keep your Apple TV.
Yeah.
But no,
Everybody else
watch
is
this,
Super Box.
Michelle.
But
They got
Apple
a
TV
Denzel Washington channel. Everything on there is Denzel Washington movies. There's different actors. You can go by their name, and it'll just
Yes.
it'll play
Yes.
their movies, and
Yes.
it's pretty slick.
Okay. Well, look, no, y'all have made a believer out of me and Jermaine. Apple TV is a subscription service and they have their own content, original content, but you can't get everything on Apple TV. I didn't think
Thank
you
you.
could. You cannot.
I mean, like,
No.
well, they say like sports.
Because then
movies
they
and-
will tap into other stuff like Netflix, Disney, Amazon Prime stuff, but
But ain't that part of
it's still it's a part of like their packages,
Oh, okay.
but it's not all inclusive.
And I know you don't like NFL, but there's 16 NFL channels. So whatever that team is playing and within that region or whatever, you can go to that game and just pull it
watch
up.
it from
Yep.
that region.
If the Bucks are playing and it's
It'll
not
be from
being
that
aired
region.
here, it'll be playing in that city. So you find out who they playing and you go right there, Bucks versus woo, 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 boom, you watching the Bucks.
Well, I
game.
got NBA TV. So.
Well, caller,
you're paying for
look,
that, though.
I
I'm
know
not.
who this is.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, man, for the
You're
information.
welcome.
You have put
You're
us up
welcome.
on
Look into it.
game. Yeah. I appreciate it. I mean, at that price, like I said, you talking about just dropping.
Maybe I'll bring my box in tomorrow and we'll hook it up and I'll let you guys
let me
see
see
what
it.
it does.
Yeah, bring it.
like this show and tell.
Right.
I mean,
Ooh, look at
before
what
you-
I got.
Before you make the investment, I'd like for you to know exactly.
Now,
I can't stand
now,
you.
we ain't gonna have the FBI knocking at our door.
No, this
No,
it's a-
okay.
it's
sound
totally
like
legal.
Keith.
You can go to Amazon. They have them on Amazon.
I'm
these
gonna
boxes.
bring it in so you all can see.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna plug it up and see how it works.
For those that have never seen what one looks like.
Okay, we got another caller. Hey, caller, what's happening?
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Papa the Pirate, and let me tell y'all about the illegal boxes
Let me
that y'all got.
what you
They,
say?
they ain't illegal.
First, yes, it is. Okay, there's gray areas, but first of all, if you're streaming like that with those super boxes, you'd have been cheaper off getting a Walmart owned box for $40 and doing the same thing by putting APKs on that own box. Saved you about $200-300 because I know you paid over $300
No,
for
I
that
didn't.
own that box you got.
What is
Okay.
what is the thing you call it? A Walmart
APKs.
what?
It works on
It's a
APKs too.
Hold on, please listen. Please listen.
Shut up, Diva.
Okay,
He said, "Please listen." You just said, "Shut
please
up."
listen. Please listen.
Okay, go ahead,
You
bro.
can get an own streaming box,
Oh, that's that ONN.
right?
Okay.
From
I pulled it
Walmart.
up.
Now, check this out. Before y'all get to doing all of this, please get a VPN. I know y'all old schoolers don't know what a VPN is, but it stops the cable and internet people from seeing where you're at when you're streaming them illegal boxes. Because them super boxes, they can break down and not be in service anymore in a matter of time. Okay, so you got to get a VPN to disguise your location. All right? Just like Debo said, though, what he paid $400-500 for, I paid $40, and I got APK apps i.e. Sportsfire,
Mm-hmm.
and all those other APK apps that give me the same services that he has. This Sunday, I was watching 2 football games, NFL football games, out of market at the same time. Last night, I was up late being bad. I watched Oklahoma City beat Golden State. And I do not have a subscription to NBA Pass.
Yeah, man, I need to get to what you got. I need to get
that. If you got, hey, check this out, Digits, do like I did. Get on YouTube and educate yourself. You know, they got YouTube University.
Yeah.
Show you about them APK apps.
Yeah.
You can get coding.
Fire Stick uses APKs as well.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But I see you paid all that money for that. I didn't. All I got to do is get to download the app and put those APKs on my own, or don't buy no Fire TV because Amazon is blocking all of those APK apps, those third-party apps. So get away from them Fire Sticks because they ain't no good no more.
Right.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
But there is a gray area with those super boxes.
I thought it was.
Yeah, there is. It's like, you know, we can sell, like they can sell you the crack pipe, but what you use it for is illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with those super boxes. Because you're doing copyright infringements. And you guys in broadcasting know about copyrights.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Okay, so I pulled it up. So first of all, thank you. I pulled up a number of things that you were talking about. And I will actually run through those. So thank you so much. I got you.
Yeah, y'all go ahead. Y'all have a good morning.
Yes,
and keep
sir.
doing what you're doing, WNOV.
Look
Appreciate
at
you,
you.
brother.
All right. So what he said is, and it made me think about, you know, when you go into gas stations and you like, I know that's a damn crack pipe you selling in here.
Yeah.
But you put a rose in it.
Right. And, you know, selling the pipe itself is not illegal.
It's what you put in the pipe.
No, they have changed that.
Well, they've changed the laws, but originally it was not illegal to sell the paraphernalia.
Yeah.
And so what this brother just described, because I literally pulled up, what are the gray areas with super boxes? And it says the gray areas primarily revolve around the legality and security concerns associated with streaming copyrighted content through preloaded unofficial apps. The device itself is a legal Android box, but the way it is often used and sold is considered a legal gray area. So,
isn't that what the Supreme Court is meeting on now? Currently, they're talking about.
I will go and look and see what legislation. Well,
I believe the Supreme Court took the case up because somebody's trying to sue. I can't think of it. I just heard the story on yesterday. There's a lawsuit pending against one of the internet service providers from Sony. Sony is suing, I think it's Khan or somebody who has internet, because they're saying that they're allowing for users to use their service to copyright infringe.
Because what they say here, the Superbox is sold with pre-configured apps that provide access to thousands of live channels, sports packages like the NFL package, and on-demand movies and shows for one-time purchase, bypassing monthly subscription fees. This is effectively accessing content without the proper licenses, which is copyright infringement. The services that the Superbox uses often operate without official licensing agreements with content owners. These services are frequently targeted by content owners, and the government can be shut down at any time, leaving users with a non-functional service. So to the point that he said, if somebody decides to go in and crack down, they can shut down, you know, the way these services, these super boxes are operating, and you'll just have a box in your house that cannot access any of the content. Using the device to
come out with something new.
Using the device to access content that violates the terms of blah blah blah.
What you said, Jermaine, we probably shouldn't what?
You probably shouldn't have never said that.
Can lead to account termination. But this is the thing. It's sold in the store.
Yeah, you can order it on Amazon. You can go to Walmart.
So getting people to understand, you can buy it And you can use it until the light. And I'm like, hey, if you get 8 months of use out of it,
Hey, like
before they turn the
mama said,
lights,
roll it till the wheels fall off.
Don't this sound like stealing cable?
Yeah, till the wheels fall
really
off.
do.
It's the new
I
version of
didn't
stealing
know it.
cable.
Look, I mean, I love how educated our audience is.
Yeah, till the wheels fall
And
off.
I literally just typed in exactly what the brother said. What are the gray areas? And then I got to go to commercial break. I'm over my time. But when he said an APK, I had to go look that up because I know what he's talking about. An Android package kit, a format used to distribute and install applications on Android devices. The VPN, I want to look that up. You can purchase those, packages at Walmart and different places. So the education is real.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate what he said. I do. So hey, move at your own risk.
It sounds like Lil Pookie and them got a hold of technology.
Look,
That's what it sounds like.
uh,
Lil Pookie and them got a hold of technology.
so I just want people to understand. I'm so glad that he called in because he added a different element of education.
So now your brother ain't getting the box.
Debo, you shouldn't have said.
I gotta go to commercial. I gotta go to commercial break.
She had to think about that one.
And I'm glad the camera went over when he asked because I froze like Mitch McConnell's.
Like, what the hell am I?
What am I doing?
Let me holler at you offline, bro. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. Got a caller on the line. Let's catch them real quick. Hey, caller, what's happening?
Hey, Michelle.
Hey.
Hey, Michelle.
Yes, sir.
Key word he told y'all. VPN. You get that VPN, you ain't got you ain't got to worry about none of that old nonsense. What they call it, the airwaves. Airwaves are free. That stuff go through the air, so it's like that box. Just grab that stuff out the air and put it in your box. You get the VPN. The VPN, you can say when they go looking for your IP, it'll be like you in London, France, Italy, Rome. So they can't mess with you.
And so when y'all telling people go get the VPN, because I went online and I saw at Walmart, they got some McAfee type stuff. So what are y'all telling people? What are they buying?
You can get it online on an app. It's an app. Go to your app store and get it. You can pay like $3.99 a month for it and use it on all your devices.
Okay.
It just helps hide your IP address. And it's good. It's good for robbers, internet robbers. It's good for them too, so they won't know where you at. It's good for the popo too. It's good for everybody. So yeah, it's real good. Just get that before you get to plug them boxes in, and you'll be all good. They can't find it, and if they can't find it, they can't turn it off. Them fire sticks work the same way. People don't think them fire sticks work still. They still work. Just get that VPN, you hide. That's all. It's playing hard to see, and it's good.
Okay.
But I'm gonna send you a picture, Michelle.
Okay.
You know that one picture of you. I'm trying to sell my fishing clothes. You feel me?
Okay.
So I don't change your clothes to my fishing clothes and put it on your website.
Send it to me. Okay. All right. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah. And so when I looked it up, VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. And I know I've heard, when I deal with my computer guy and other stuff, your VPN, what's your VPN? Hey, fam, I don't know none of this. But an overlay network that uses network virtualization to extend a private network across a public network, such as the internet. All right, so I'm gonna do my homework. I'm gonna do my research. All right, let me switch up gears. Now that we've done another quality show, we've done technical advice and information. So another quality programming. But let me turn to some local stories and national that I have not had a chance to talk about. Number one, I want people to make sure that they are paying attention. If you or someone receives SNAP benefits, when we were going through the shutdown, it was, whether or not people are going to be able to get their benefits to be able to purchase groceries and to eat in this, history-making shutdown that we were experiencing. There's also another thing that is now threatening SNAP benefits in Wisconsin. And this story is in the Journal Sentinel this morning. Wisconsin could lose federal funding to administer the SNAP program by the Trump administration. And they have put this out on yesterday. So what they're saying is that they plan to halt funding for states whose governors have not responded to the agency's requests for data on recipients of the SNAP program in Wisconsin, what we know as food share. They want to be able to access people's names, addresses, social security numbers, immigration status, and benefit history in an effort to what they say is root out fraud. But what a lot of people really believe is that this information is being handed to ICE. Potentially, you're being used to unfairly target people, because we now have an administration that is not only saying that they want to halt illegal immigration or illegal access of folks into the country. They're trying to figure out ways to stop legal immigration to this country. Like Donald Trump and the Stephen Millers and all of the little cronies around him, they literally in their deluded minds think that they can make America white again. But America has never been completely white. So for the brown people that's here, y'all can be in subservient roles and serve us, but we are aiming for, so make America great again really means make America white again. That's what it means. In Wisconsin in 2023, we received about $81 million to administer the food share related program from the USDA. The threat now to the program is looking at the threatened cut doesn't include the benefits for food aid recipients, which totals about $110 million per month in Wisconsin. That's one thing. But the cost to administer the program is where we could be in trouble. So far, Tony Evers, the governor, has rejected their requests. The AG, Josh Carl, has joined a multi-state lawsuit to block the data from being released. And the Trump administration is signaling, as of yesterday, it is planning, even as a federal judge is overseeing this lawsuit, has issued an injunction to block the administration from doing this, that they're still talking about what we can do to bypass the law. So there's a quote in here. That system is analyzed every single year, and we feel confident in it. This is what Governor Evers said. Quote, they're looking for ways to get out of doing it. Frankly, that's inappropriate. We have people in the state of Wisconsin that need help making sure they have nutritious meals. We feel the program right now is working just fine. The Trump administration is talking about funding could begin to dry up for states that have not turned over this data as soon as next week. Okay? As soon as next week. What the administration is saying is, quote, we have begun and will begin to stop moving federal funds into those states until they comply. They are going to partner basically to root out this fraud and protect the American taxpayer, that's all nonsense. In a November 24th letter to Governor Evers, the USDA asked him again to turn over the data or outline why state officials won't do so. The deadline has been pushed back to December 8th now. So we have to keep our eye on this, but understand what exactly we are talking about. And I want to make sure I'm clear. So the direct money for the food share, $110 million a month, they can't mess with that. But what they can do is tell the state, we won't give you the $81 million that it costs you annually to administer this program. So the state would then have to find $81 million to be able to continue to pay out food share benefits if the federal government pulls back on giving them the money to get all this stuff loaded under the cards, all the administrative side that goes with running this program, the staff that are employed to help make, these benefits happen, review applications, all of that is what's in jeopardy. So please keep your eye on that. It will be interesting to see how this whole thing plays out. And I'm going to tell you, I looked at a interview that Mandela Barnes, who put his hat in the ring to run for governor of Wisconsin, on yesterday. There is an article in the Journal Sentinel, Mandela Barnes on lessons learned, Donald Trump and data concerns. And, one of the things that right out the gate, where's the article? Let me pull it back up. Right out of the gate, Mandela is quoted as saying is that the moment is too urgent and too critical for him to sit on the sidelines. Quote, this moment calls for bold leadership. This is all Mandela's comments. It calls for bold leadership to stand up to Donald Trump, but also to bring ideas to the table to move our state forward. And, I'm not going to do Mandela this morning because I did the whole show on Mandela. And all I'm going to say is you weren't bold enough to come to this radio station, no. But you bold enough to stand up to Donald Trump. You weren't bold enough. You wasn't determined enough. You wasn't savvy enough. You, whatever the hell you wasn't bold. I just want to be clear about that. And I'm telling y'all right now, I promise y'all, I am not going to be petty, the mayor of Pettyville, when it comes to this brother. I'm not. I'm going to be fair. But I'm also going to talk about what I see as, things that are problematic. You cannot get your behind in the newspaper, talk about your damn boldness, but you couldn't come to this radio station and you couldn't come on my show and have a conversation with me. That ain't bold, player. Ernell Lucas in that mayor's race, when Lena was in it, y'all know I was killing Ernell Lucas on the daily because I was appalled that you had just became sheriff and woke up and somebody dropped a rock on your head and you was like, ooh, I should be the mayor. Like, boy, go sit down somewhere. I was so appalled by Ernell. And then what I say, when he did the speech at the Freedom Fund dinner, he gave this long speech that was longer than the damn keynote speaker. And I was like, Ernell Lucas got up and gave an Easter speech at the Freedom Fund dinner. I killed Ernell. But what did Ernell do? Ernell came right up in the studio. Yeah, player. Heard you was talking about me. Yes, sir, I was. And we had a whole interview. It went well. We did what we needed to do because I'm always going to be respectful. I'm never going to play you. I ain't going to try to bust you out. I ain't going to try to clown you. I will ask you tough questions. So when I read in the paper that this young brother is talking about bold leadership, boy, don't never use that again. You can't say stuff that people can easily shoot holes in. You just can't do it. Because as I said, when you was in this U.S. Senate race, if you were, let me tell you something. It's a certain kind of person and personality that runs for public office. Now, this isn't everybody, but when you really want stuff, you go wherever you got to go get it. When you hungry, you act like you hungry. You don't sit and pick up and, I don't eat pork and beans. I don't eat, Brussels sprouts. I heard y'all talking about Brussels sprouts yesterday. I don't eat. Because when you hungry, you're going to eat whatever. When you're trying to get elected and you're trying to get a damn job, you're going to do whatever you got to do. You're going to go and talk to whoever you need to talk to outside of a KKK member, and you may do that, but you're going to go where you got to go. And the fact that we saw that U.S. Senate race play out, and people kept trying to tell me, Michelle, do you know how important it is? Y'all talking to the wrong person. Tell him how important it is. Because it's a whole bunch of listeners connected to this program. How you going to leave them on the table? Oh, well, they can pick it up somewhere else. No, I go where I got to go to win the fight. So bold leadership, boy, please, you better get something else in your. I'm telling you right now, don't make it this easy for me. Do not make it this easy for me. I'm just telling you, I don't want to be messed up. But don't make it this easy for me. You and your remedial team need to put together a strategy that I just can't come, with guns blazing. Please don't make it this easy for me. The other thing I would say, when David Crowley announced, David Crowley's behind was sitting right here in this studio. Milwaukee is the largest city in this state, followed by Dane County. Where you at when you announce? Who you come holler at first when you announce? So I'm just being clear, and I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to move on to the other stories, but y'all might as well get ready for this ride. I'm just telling you right now, I ain't going to be messed up, but y'all might as well get ready. But to Mandela's team, do not make it this easy for me. Give your man some talking points so he don't come out talking about bold leadership when it's Negroes who know he ain't been bold. Please. I don't like attacking baby squirrels. I don't like doing that. I would prefer to fight a lion. I don't want to feel like when I leave the air, Michelle, you ain't have to do that. I don't want to feel like that. So, and for everybody that's getting ready to start crying and whining, she needs to quit. She needs to leave that boy alone. Hey. He put his name in the ring to run for this. I ain't call him. Y'all didn't call him. So when you step up, let me tell you something. Let me give you a classic example. It's just like the lady who posted on social media about Michelle Pitts and that funeral for that baby. And the lady blazed Michelle and them about what they said, the Pitts, New Pitts Mortuary, about what they said was the lack of this and the lack of that. And a bunch of people came out in support of Michelle and talked about their own personal experiences. And so there were people on Facebook that were like, you know, you could just see how people click up and people discounting this woman's experience and blah, blah, blah. And people out of order. And, you know, I read it and I just like shook my head and moved on, because this is the thing. When you step up on the public sphere and you come for people, don't think that people won't come for you. I have been in that situation. It is not comfortable. I done been dragged through the mud. It is not comfortable. But I understood I hate when Keith is right. In some cases, not all, no victims, volunteers. So don't call me whining, y'all, about leave this boy alone, because this is what I do. You don't call me whining about when I go on Trump or on other people. Don't call me whining about this, because I'm not getting ready to do it with y'all. Let me go to the phone line. Hey, caller, what's happening?
Good morning, Ms. Bryant.
Good morning.
I've been listening. Yeah, thank you for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted, my question is like, you know, I listened to you go in on Mr. Barnes. Mr. Barnes is a grown man. I noticed that you reference him as a boy. I'm not to defend him, Mr. Barnes, but I'm speaking as a black man generally. Like, what I'm wondering is that if there becomes a person of Caucasian persuasion, will you be as unrelenting and as unforgiving in your attack and your commentary with regard to their lack of qualifications or their inability to provide receipts with regard to what they've supposedly done for black people? Because I mean, I've noticed that, like, I've listened to a few shows, and I hear the white guys come in, and it's, as for me, from my perception, and maybe I'm wrong, that it sounds like you guys handle them very, very gently, like fine china. But whoever or whenever some black person that you all find some fault with, we all have fault. There's none righteous, no, not one. You've all fallen short of the glory of God. So I'm just wondering, because I want to see some consistency. I want to, when you go after Mandela Barnes, and I don't know him personally, you know, I just know he's a black man, and I know he's running for the government. I have no anything about the government of the United States of America, because it's collapsing, and Pharaoh's kingdom has been weighed in the balance and found wanting. So I would never be someone to be one who promote the extension or the elongation of the hellish state of what is called America. But I just want to hear you all attack white folks, and not rhetorically or you know, symbolically. I mean, I want a Caucasian to come in that room where, you know, that you guys are sitting in, and I want you to go ham on them. And because I haven't heard it or seen it, but I've noticed that with every black person that has been in some elected office, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Mandela, and there's probably some other people, but it's like if you don't like them, you just unrelenting, and you're unforgiving. And I'm like, is that just specifically for black people,
Okay, I got
who
you.
have failed?
Let me
Who have
answer.
failed to present themselves? You know.
Yep. Look, I appreciate the question. I
I want to know
appreciate.
about that.
Yep, I got it. I appreciate the question, and I don't have any problem answering that. I heard you say that you've listened a few times. If you listen on a regular basis, if there is nothing about me, I am consistent. I talk about the qualifications. I talk about receipts, and I have no problem. And you know, the use of the word boy. Number one, there's a couple of things going on there, because frequently I will say this brother, I say this young brother. Sometimes I'll say boy, please. It's not like black folks in the black community don't use the term boy. I mean, like, just think about it. Somebody right now, a grown black man, to see another black man say, "Oh, that's my man, that's my boy." You know, so don't try to pretend like you don't know that the term boy in the black community is not a term that is intended to, you know, conjure up slavery and racism and the demeaning of black men. We use that word interchangeably the same way folks use the word, whether we like it or not, nigga. So let's not do that, because anybody that knows me knows that I say white boys all day long. Now that's my favorite. I'll never say hardly white men. I say white boys all day long. Even in doing that, though, we know that that's just the way people talk. In relationship to, who I talk about what's relevant for the Black community, and I talk about people that say they want to represent the Black community. I go in on Ron Johnson. I go in on I've gone in on AG Call about not bringing charges against the people that was doing the election fraud in terms of signing the nomination papers. I mean, I talk about anybody and everybody that I think is out of order. I go in on, white police officers that's out of order. So I don't have any favor when it comes to talking about people that are not doing what they supposed to do or not doing what they said they were going to do. But there is also something else I will say, and I am guilty of it. I got a different expectation for Black folks. It's kind of like how, whether it's fair or unfair, folks got a different expectation for preachers. Don't stand up and tell me you a person of God and you here to lead others. And then I see you doing dirt, messing with folks in the church, lying, doing all this, underhanded, raggedy stuff. I got a different expectation because that's where you put yourself. So when you say you want to serve the people, but you end up not serving, I'm going to talk about it. Don't make Tierman Spencer a damn victim, because Tierman Spencer was showing his behind down at City Hall. As much as people could want him to, and he had the opportunity to come in here, say whatever he wanted to say. I literally said after he came into the studio, I hope you know you made it worse. I'm asking you, were you down there commenting on white women's calves and legs at the workplace? He said, yeah. You an attorney, bruh. You don't know you're not supposed to be doing that? So this is the thing I'm going to encourage you to do, Christopher, and people who heard Christopher like, yeah, that's right, bruh. I see what you're saying. Listen to what I say. I'm talking about the work. If you say you want a job, people are going to talk about the work. That's what gets questioned. And am I unforgiving? No, I'm not unforgiving. I'm not unforgiving. I'm not personally attacking nobody. But what I don't like is the fact that our community stays in the same shape because we got people who step up with different agendas, disingenuous agendas, people that's not really moving the needle for us. And if I got kids still hungry, and I got folks who still can't afford housing, and I got people who still can't get health care, and I got folks who can't get a quality job, and I got racial discrimination still happening in the workplace, and you Black, and I feel like you contributing to the problem, hell yeah, I'm going to talk about you every time. I got to go to break. I'll be right back.
AURN News.
I'm Jamie Jackson.
All right, family, welcome back to the show. So before I went to the break, had a call from a brother, Christopher, just asking, to know, that there will be an equal equal vigorousness in going after other folks in the way that I talk about different people on my show. And one of the things that I said going into that break was that I'm consistent. If you listen on a regular basis and not spot check, but I'm consistent. I don't give no damn about you being black or white, Asian, Hispanic, or anything in between. I'm consistent. When I was going after what was done in relationship to the Office of Wellness and Safety, or whatever that office is called, that's not a brother leading that organization. That's a white man leading that organization. I was consistent. I'm the same, but having worked in the state capitol, having been there and understanding how few black people there are in that building, whether we're talking about legislators or staff, there are fewer black staff than there are legislators. And at least while I was there, I haven't paid attention since I left in July of last year, but I think at our max we might have had 9 black legislators. We've never had non-black staff working in the Capitol in legislative offices at one time. We've just not had it. And so I know what representation means, and I know how important it is when we show up in those rooms that we come fully prepared to not only represent our districts, but we got to bring additional voice and clarity because there are not enough of us in the room. So you got to do double duty. And I just had this conversation. One of my friends who's a college professor, he talked about, I want to be able to just go to my PWI, predominantly white institution, and just be a professor. I don't want to have to be the black professor who got to worry about the needs of the black students on campus and who they seek out if there's a problem. And I was like, bro, that's the price of being the only one. Because they don't have nowhere else to go. People looking for you because they don't have nowhere else to go, nobody else to turn to. So we understood when we were in that building, yep, you carrying the load of your district, but you carrying an extra load because it's black people that don't have voices and anybody looking out for them on a internal way that understands the community and advocating on their behalf. So yeah, there's an expectation. And yes, I go hard because I'm speaking from experience. I'm not thinking from anecdotes. I'm not thinking from what I think I know. I'm speaking from what I've seen. So no, you don't get no cut card from me. Do not stand up and take taxpayer money. Do not stand up and say, I come from, this and that. And then it doesn't show up in your hiring practices, in your office. It doesn't show up in what you out here doing. No. But if I'm nothing, I'm consistent. Let me go to the phone line. Hey, caller, what's happening? Hello? Hello?
Yes, hello?
Yes, hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, I have quite a concern this morning.
Okay, let's hear it.
We're talking about men, and we're talking about how you call them all out, and rightfully so, you should. But when it comes down to calling out white folk, the reason why a lot of us cannot call out the direct forces when it comes to white folk is because they use black faces to do their dirty work. And this is on both sides. Remember, it's just as many millionaire, white Democrat millionaires, billionaires, as it is white Republican millionaires and billionaires. They all in the same deal. They billionaires. I don't care how me and you on the bottom, because when they pass these tax laws and tax breaks, either me and you is too far on the bottom to get some action, or it's too far up that we can't get no action. So we always, people like you and I, and the people in the studio, we always really just floating around. If you're on the bottom, you probably get some action. And if you're way at the top, the people that's floating around here surviving, for real, we hardly ever get action, but we always the ones with the loud vocal points. When it comes down to Spencer, that you were talking about down at City Hall, it all went bad when he stopped hanging out. Allegedly, there was something going on with he and Gwen Moore. I said allegedly now. And maybe you have to get some footage from the airport. But listen, let me say this to you. When he turned off the water with Miss Moore, things got bad for him. And guess what? You say you want to see the work? What's wrong with him bunny hunting down at City Hall? Maybe it was open season for bunny. If he wanted to work, I ain't got no problem with a man doing the work.
Hey, wait. Let me just back you up. So you can't be the boss. You can't be the supervisor, the director, and do what people underneath you that are reporting to you believe is sexual harassment. So you can call it bunny hopping, but in the professional world, it's called hunting, hopping, whatever. In the professional world, that's called sexual harassment, bruh, and it's illegal. But go ahead.
Okay, now listen to this here. According to today's philosophy, it's illegal because of this new woke generation. Some men, maybe me and your mamas and daddies, met their companion at their work site. Listen, I had a buddy that actually used the bathroom, came out, the man's pants was unzipped. He's Russian. He said, man, I was Russian. Okay, so they warned him about his pants being unzipped, right? Then about a month or so later, he changed out of his overalls, and one of the straps was down. Okay, and on the bibs, guess what? They gave him another warning. All right, some woman was doing this here. Listen, this is going out of control. But let me hurry up. Now you say you called the men out. Well, we have yet. We made a little mention of it. We have yet to deal with Chevy on the tax thing. How he suppressed the vote of black folk right here in our community, along with using our little brother Crawley. Okay, Crawley was in on it too, the suppression of the vote. And these older people that we have, they're operating that district as though they're mayors of that district, which they are kinda, but they're operating it in a mayoral position. If you just look at 60th and Burlap at the gas station, the Indian gas station, you got gas up there at $3.29. Gas is $2.45. They got 90-cent gas difference. That's illegal. The gas is regulated. It's sort of like doing cigarettes. Where are the aldermen? You got to call these people out. Go down on Sherman and Burlap. Same thing. 12th and North Avenue. These people gas is $2.45. Okay, in this city. All right. So when you want to call these people out, we have to call them out, but the reason why we can't call out a lot of white folks because they got black people with the face on and they hide. Guess what? They're white folk is doing, but you don't know who's doing it because they got our people carrying the water. Why you think we don't have a corner store nowhere? Because they took us out the way and give it to the Arab, so the Arab can use that government card to build houses with. See them food stamps? It build houses in Franklin, Jack. It send money to fight foreign wars, Jack. Because guess what? Every time you spend $3, $4, $8 in that corner store, it's like real money, Jack, to your bank account. That's why they buy food stamps for $300 for $150 because it's $150 profit. It's real money. They move us out the way and they put black faces on there. That's why, Chris, it's kind of hard. Okay, I'm good. I'm out.
All right. Thank you, bro. So let me just say this. When you want people called out, one of the first things I will tell anybody, you got to know who you call out. Talking to aldermen about gas prices is a waste of your breath because gas prices in Milwaukee and in Wisconsin are not regulated by any single entity, but a combination of state and federal agencies and laws that influence them. The Public Service Commission of Wisconsin regulates natural gas utility rates, but not gasoline prices. Gasoline prices are primarily affected by the state's minimum markup law, which requires a markup over wholesale costs, and the state's price gouging law, which can be activated during emergencies. The Wisconsin Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection, DATCAP, oversees compliance with these laws and monitors the accuracy of gas pumps. So this that stuff I talk about, and people get mad with me. You gotta know So why am I calling out an alderman about, now the alderman could, say, I noticed that X, Y, and Z is going on in my district, and then take it upon themselves to reach out to state and federal agencies to, say, look, pay attention to what's happening here. But directly as consumers, our job is to know who we supposed to get at. Because all the alderman is an intermediary in this process. They don't have no power over gas prices and what these individual gas station owners are doing in their districts. You got to know who to call. So that's number one. Number two, anybody that listens, I'm happy to go in on Democrats, even though I'm a card carrying member, pay my dues every year. But I'm happy to be fair in my criticisms and critiques. I mean, I don't have to just say that, because I do it. You can go back and listen to shows where I will say, Democrats was dead wrong on X, Y, and Z. I don't agree with what the Democratic Party did on blah, 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 blah. I'm on the administrative committee for the party. On those calls, I will push back on stuff all the time. Be like, I don't agree with that. So, I mean, I'm not going to talk about one group and not talk about the other. Now, can I go particularly hard? Of course I can. But my problem is that people get upset with me, but you don't get upset with the individuals. That's the subject of the conversation, because we too used to giving people a pass. Oh, they leave them alone. They this, they that, they this man, they that girl, they that sister. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. I won't do that, because I see what's happening in our community every day. And I know that there are things that we can do to better advocate and stand up for our community. And that's my expectation. Should I and the members of this radio station, the listeners to this station, been figuring out how to bury a child in Wisconsin? Was that my job? It was not. But I realize that our folks will tell you they don't know where to go. They have nowhere else to go. But that's not our job. It's not our job to go fund me, to donate a few dollars here, to pay for this and but we have to do it. And I'm just going to be honest and ask the question. How many folks that we know of means, status, legislators, do we see sometimes when people pass in the hat to bury these people and to do stuff for folks? You can't do it for everybody. But one of the things that, in talking to the families of some of these people that call us, ain't nobody contacted these people about resources and help and how you can get what you need. So because I've been on the grimy end of it and watching people get evicted because of ruthless landlords or property owners, because I've, had to go take food to people who was living in their cars, because at that moment I couldn't get through to 211 and find a vacancy for them to go someplace in the city, because I've gone to houses where folks are straight struggling and the property is so damn raggedy, but they paying premium rent like they live downtown. And you got to fight with these people about the fact that these women are covering their babies' beds and tucking the blankets in all the way around on all sides to keep the rats from chewing on their kids while they sleep. Because I've been in some of those kinds of fights, I'm very hard on people who say they want to serve. And I'm gonna be. Because I got a bully pulpit. People will call me when they can't get nothing else done and they've tried other routes. And I understand that. I don't bring everything to the public. People send me stuff all day, every day. Michelle, talk about this. I weigh it. No, I'm not gonna be, the face of that. I'm not gonna carry water on that. I don't know that to be true. But if you don't think I'm gonna take advantage of sitting in this seat to call to bear problems and issues that we don't have to have in our community, you got the wrong one. And whether I'm sitting at this station or I'm sitting in my kitchen with a Facebook post or on Instagram, it's going to be the same Michelle. Because I'm also going to say this. I'm frequently willing to say what other people won't. And to Meech's point, you got folks that, they got black faces out there, but it's white folks controlling them. I talk about that all the time. That's why I work real hard and stay poor, because I won't allow myself to be bought. I won't allow myself to be on somebody's payroll where you get to manipulate and control what I say. I won't allow white people to do that to me. I won't allow black people to do that to me. I lost this job once before because I won't allow people to tell me, how to present if I don't agree with that. Let me go to the phone line. Hey, caller, what's happening? Hello? Yes.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, bro. How you doing this morning?
Oh, well. Calling in from Nashville, Tennessee.
Not Nashville. Y'all just had a crazy race down there.
Had a crazy race. She almost pulled it on.
9 points. She did all right.
Yeah.
They sent the message. Y'all sent a message in Tennessee last night.
Matter of fact, she did exceptionally well from my point of view. Listen, I'm going to be real brief.
Okay.
One, whoever called in and said, were you going to be that hard on any other people? They know you, Michelle. They know nobody gets a pass. That's one. Two is, Meech, I like Meech. I used to listen to his show. And matter of fact, I think when he called in, he's part of the reason that you stay so sharp, because you got to be able to give him what he's missing. And I appreciate that. But I was still trying to wonder, the guy with the zipper, his friend, and his zipper was not zipped up, and his strap wasn't. I was waiting for a tie-in to something, but he never did.
I think the connection was like when we talked about sexual harassment, and that he said there was a woman at the job that was complaining about this man. So maybe she was trying to insinuate, with his zipper being down and the bib being loose on one side on the overall, that it made her uncomfortable. I think that's where it was going. That's what it sounded like to me.
Okay, yeah, because I must have missed something in that.
Okay.
And then when I got some grandkids, and they're getting of the age where they're going to begin to work a little more. When do they discuss the minimum wage? When are they going to put something out there to increase the minimum wage, and how does that process work?
So I will address that.
And then to my guys, Debo and Ride Out, man, love you guys, man. Y'all so funny, man. Thank y'all for keeping her on her P's and Q's. and shout out.
Thanking them for the harassment. That's what you doing.
Well,
that's what you doing.
Well, I would call it harassment if you couldn't hold your own. So since you can hold your own, it's just a battle.
You just on your own, Michelle. You out there on your own.
You can hold your own. And then last but not least, do a shout out to my mother, Louise Howard, who's 88 years old.
Hey.
And
her name again?
Louise Howard.
Okay, Louise Howard.
And she's still a bully. Love you, 26th Street. Y'all be well, and love y'all, and keep doing what you're doing, Dave.
You take it easy down there in Tennessee, bruh.
Yep.
All right, now. So let me just answer his question real quick regarding the minimum wage. So the minimum wage has not been raised since 2009. It is currently $7.25 an hour. And this is on the federal government to come in and make these decisions. which makes it that much more painful because um, nobody that is a CEO of a company that, shows up at work every day would tell you that for 16 years they would do so without getting a raise. Nobody would do that. Everything else goes up but the minimum wage. Now, individual states can raise their own minimum wage, and many have, just so you know. But the federal minimum wage is what they call the floor. A state must pay at least $7.25 an hour to hourly rates. But so you can lobby your state legislators to raise that minimum wage. We've not done so in Wisconsin. So that's one thing, and it's so disheartening and frustrating that while people talk about folks being lazy and trying to commit fraud, but you getting paid $7.25 an hour in 2025. You making 2009 money in 2025. Is this the same rent as the rent was in 2009? It's 2025 rent. It's 2025 milk. It's 2025 gas, the same amount that it was in 2009. It is not. So that's the thing. But there are 30 states that currently have a minimum wage that's above the federal level. The last thing I will quickly say, and Senator Taylor and some other legislators tried to work on this when she was in Madison. There are two fields that the minimum wage does not apply to, not that $7.25. If you are a waitress, tipped waiter in a Denny's or one of these mom and pop shops or somewhere, you a waitress, minimum pay for them is I think it's $2.25 or $2.35 an hour. That's it. So people rely on tips frequently to be able to get to $7.25 an hour. Farm workers are also not guaranteed $7.25 an hour either. So just making sure that people understand that. Let me go to the phone line. Hey, caller, what's happening? Hello.
Good morning, Michelle.
Hey, what's up, Germany?
Oh, man, I just want to say that talk radio is a hard job. You chase news and issues up to the minute, and it is difficult to keep everybody to a standard, a moral standard. And I think you are to be commended for going after male, female, white, black, gay, straight, poor, middle class, and the wealthy. It's hard to do, but somebody's got to do it. Thank you, sis.
All right. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that call. Look, I got to take a break, y'all. I will be right back. I appreciated that call. I'll be right back. All right, family, welcome back to the show. I know I saw it because I had my head down.
All of that.
Yeah, I knew the camera was coming up. Before I go to the phone line, I know I got some calls on there. We have sat back and listened to the Trump administration talk about DEI hires and move Black folks and people of color, move women out of leadership roles, because clearly in the Trump administration's mind, the only people capable of leading are white men, um, and white conservative men, not white, you know, progressive men, liberal men, white gay men, just white conservative men are clearly the only people capable of leading. But as we are watching the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, now try to navigate this tidal wave coming at him in relationship not only to the questions about the legality of the strike on September 2nd, that second strike that killed 2 survivors of an initial bombing under the guise of we protecting Americas because the amount of drugs that's immediately about to hit our shores from Venezuela is so overwhelming that we got to kill people on sight, no questions asked, just blow people out the water. That whole lie and nonsense. There's also another, shoe getting ready to drop, in that there had been a investigation into Pete Hegseth, like when he first got started on the job, as they pushing CQ Brown out the door. Pete Hegseth is on the app Signal, having a chat with other officials about the strikes that they were going to do in Yemen. So it is an encrypted messaging app, but this is the United States government. We have all kinds of resources available to us by way of secure communication. And I remembered and I talked about how they went in hard on Hillary Clinton about her servers and her emails and if classified documents got seen. But you got the silly Secretary of Defense using a messaging app that all of us can put on our phone, and then including a reporter accidentally in the group of people that you're talking to when you are detailing down to the time that the bombs are going to drop in Yemen. The information talked about weapon packages, targets, and the timing of the attack shortly before it took place. And so this report could be released as soon as tomorrow. As we talk about all of the folks that want a Hillary Clinton hung and, kill her, and she shouldn't be the president because she don't know how to deal with classified information, where will those same, outcries and frustration and pleas be regarding the incompetency of the Secretary of Defense? And the other thing I have said about Donald Trump, I'm going to say about Pete Hegseth. He is singing Shaggy, It Wasn't Me, in relationship to the double tap or the second bombing, because double tap sounds way too benign. You don't grasp the gravity of what went on when folks call it a double tap. So for the second bombing that was intentionally done to kill survivors of that first bombing on September 2nd, Pete Hegseth is now, it wasn't me. It was this military leader, and this is his name, Admiral Frank Bradley, and he made that decision. We stand by him. He was doing what he was told, which was to kill everybody on board. But I only witnessed the first attack. I didn't know it. I didn't see people personally clinging to the side of the boat. It wasn't me. It was Frank Bradley. We stand by him. But if somebody got to be court-martialed and held up on charges, it wasn't me. But what have we always learned? Whose name is on the door? it stops at the top. Because, you want to brag about we kill. We not the Biden administration. We don't coddle. We kill. But when somebody get killed, you running and hiding behind the bars on Admiral Franklin Bradley. So Frank gonna have to appear and talk about how you make the decision to knowingly go in and kill two people who did not pose a threat to the United States government or to the soldiers or to anybody in the vicinity. You decided, Frank, because you had been given a kill everything moving order by this ignorant administration, that, well, he must have meant that if we left any bodies and everybody wasn't dead, we were supposed to go back and clean it up and kill everybody. But anybody, including Admiral Frank Bradley, knows that that was an illegal order. So when you have these 6 veterans of the military that are now in Congress who put out that PSA saying, hey, you do not have to follow unlawful orders. This is exactly the kind of thing that they were talking about. The exact kind of thing that they were talking about. But this level of incompetency will be rewarded. It will be protected. It will be held up. CQ Brown was too incompetent. The brother that resigned, early into these strikes, you incompetent. The women leaders, y'all incompetent. But somebody who put out a cartoon about blowing up people, that's the Secretary of Defense. This is who is leading our country. Let me go to the phone line. Hey, caller, what's happening? Hello?
Hey, Michelle, I'm sorry. I was listening to you.
No, you all right, bro. Good morning.
Good morning. I decided to call. I haven't called in a long time.
You have not. I thought we wasn't cool no more.
No, Michelle, it's not you guys. It's just my frustration, Michelle.
Understood.
I'm so frustrated that, I gotten to the point, where what they say, don't let nobody take your
joy. You gotta
away.
take a break. Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
I take breaks. I understand. I get it.
And because when I hear, like you just said, the incompetency of these Republicans, and it just makes you so mad because and here's the point, I guess. Give me a chance, okay?
Okay.
And here's the point I was trying to make with the incompetency of everybody he's got on his cabinet, all of them. And when Mandela was running against Johnson, we had 2 choices, Johnson or Mandela. And I ain't talking about the governor race. I'm talking about the senator race.
Mm-hmm.
Johnson signs off on everything that Trump does. No pushback, nothing like that. Everything he does, he pushes back on. And so I figure we have to start learning to fight fire with fire. We can't be no longer. We got to get dirty down in the mud with them. We can't keep on when they go low, we go high. We can't keep doing that because we see the state we're in. Now, my frustration, I was going to ask you this. How many Republicans are running for governor?
2 that I'm aware of. Yep, Tom Tiffany and this other guy. 2 that I'm aware of.
There may be more coming.
Possibly, yes.
And we got what, about 6 or 8?
Yeah, I think we up to 6 now, 6 or 7 now.
So does like the regular, you get it, you boil it down to 2, and then those 2 go against each other, then it's the Republican against the Democrat?
Yes.
Okay. So I ain't worried about Mandela in this race, okay? When it boils down to it, I'm voting for David Crowley. Now, if it comes down to Mandela gets the nod versus a Republican, you better bet I'm voting for him just like I did last time. If he's incompetent or not, we got to take the power out of their hands, and I guess that's what my frustration is. Here goes my other frustration. On January 6th, How many of them Republicans was talking, oh, he ain't right, it's time for him to go? How many of them, Michelle? Almost all of them, right?
A majority of them.
Then what happened about a month later? So even with this bombing stuff, you see what they're doing right now. But as soon as they find that little crack that they think they can get away with, they're going to all line up again. We got to stop playing nice. We got to start doing just like that. I'm not saying breaking no laws, but we got to start fighting fire with fire. We got to start telling the truth. Sleepy Joe, I don't hear no commentators except for Jimmy Kimmel, and he's a talk show host that talks about all the stuff that he does. I don't hear no commentators saying it. You may say it, but other than that, ain't nobody fighting like that. That dude something's mentally wrong with him. He is an embarrassment not only to the United States, but to the world, and he's a coward. He want to go now, Michelle. He talking about those Somalians, right?
Right.
About the money that they did, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are they in jail or not? Or being tried, right? They're in jail or being tried, right?
Right.
But he want to condemn all the Somalis. He just let a dude off. Then embezzled the Bitcoin dude.
Yeah.
He just let him off, and the other dude that embezzled, and then he just pardoned somebody that just
the Honduras president.
Right. So what are we seeing and what are we doing? If we don't wake up, and it'll probably be a while since I just had to call in because I'm reading those posts, and it's just like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all thinking? Y'all talking about do your research. Y'all better do y'all research. And if it boils down to two people, and it's between Mandela and a Republican, hold your nose and pull the switch.
But you got to do more than hold your nose. You got to do more than hold your nose and pull the switch, because that scenario, as you describe it, could absolutely play out. But see, this is the thing. Y'all hold your nose and pull the switch, but you also have the ability to hold people accountable and to get in their behind. But y'all don't do that. Y'all leave them alone.
Not me, Michelle.
I'm not saying specifically you. I'm talking about in general. We don't hold them accountable. We watch these people get these jobs, and yeah, they may be able to stop some of the, the Republican antics along the way, as Evers has been able to do, but you're also not doing the stuff that you should and could be doing to move the needle for our community. So it's not just hold your nose and vote. Hold people accountable too.
If they hold both houses and they get that governor's off, it's a wrap.
I mean, it's Scott Walker all over again. We know what happens. We done lived through it. It's not like we don't know what goes on. We've seen it. And I hear you, George. And and I thank you, bro. And look, you can always call and talk about these issues. I appreciate the conversation. And I tell people all the time, I am somebody that appreciates strategy. While I'm not baptized in the wool student of politics, I've been doing this for a long time. My undergraduate degree is in politics, in particular for the Black community. That was my major. And I get the strategy. I get people saying you got to fight fire with fire. I get that, you're gonna have to hold your nose sometimes and make decisions. But I'm gonna tell y'all, I do that every day. I hold my nose every day. I held my nose for years in the Capitol, watching stuff happen that I knew was bogus, and that it was people that were supposed to be riding with us or for us, or that was us, and they was on some BS. But you couldn't come back and tell the public how these Negroes that y'all done elected and put in office left y'all hanging. That when we try to do some programming to educate our community, you had sorry Black legislators who couldn't come up with a damn program to help educate the community. During Black History Month, during Black Advocacy Day, they do the same old raggedy thing day in and day out. That didn't fight. I watched white Democrats who were supposed to be riding with us sell us out. So it's easier to say if you're not the person that's in the room, that you hold your nose every day. That's what that experience of working in the Capitol. So we come at it from different vantage points. I'm not holding my nose one time on an election. I'm holding my nose every day. Not saying the stuff that we see, not talking about it, because you can't come back and tell the community how raggedy some of these people are. You can't do it, because I don't want to turn people off from not voting at all. And I don't want to paint people all with one brush, because a lot of people come with the right intent, but then they get up there and they start listening to the other folks and letting other people direct they work and direct what they get behind, or scare them, or we watch people be browbeaten. And if you don't do what we say, we're going to take you off committees. We're not going to let you serve your constituents. We're going to figure out, even though we're in your own party, how to shut your voice down. So I understand that people won't get me, but I'm just going to say this as I close my show out for the day. I come to this with a different vantage point. Fannie Lou Hamer, when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, this is not one strategic decision for me. I watched frequently us be sold out, not represented well, people be lazy and sorry, not do work to help benefit us because they didn't like this person or they didn't like that person. I've watched it way too many times. And quite frankly, everybody got moments when they get fed up. I can't promote people that I feel like have left us hanging. Now, there will be days I'm going to hold my nose and I'm going to do what I need to do. But there are some days I don't give no damn what y'all talking about. I'm not doing it, because I watch our communities take losses and shorts that our community will never know that they took. Because you got sorry people sitting in some of these seats who have become so comfortable taking care of themselves and their household that they forgot why they got sent, or they so arrogant and they think they know everything, or they believe that white ice is the coldest ice ever made. And so if a white person don't tell them that this is what they need to do, then they won't do nothing. Or they want to be in leadership and they want to be important. So I'm just letting y'all know. We come at it from a different viewpoint. That's the show for the day. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bros in the studio, appreciate you. Peace.